So welcome. Thanks, guys, for talking to me.
Yeah, man.
So we've got one in LA and one in Chicago. How does that work with you guys being so spread apart? And
it's the only way. The only way that would possibly work. I can't stand the guy.
It's very true. I feel exactly the same way.
Right.
You know, it wouldn't have worked several years ago because we, as far as the music production goes, we've been piecing this together for years.
Right.
Whether it's my garage studio here in LA, or I should say, we recorded quite a few things at Electrical Audio, Steve Albini's studio in Chicago. Right. But that will go, a guitar and a vocal from there will go next to a bass recorded in Tim's basement, for example.
Right.
We just kind of try to steal wherever we can moments to record. And it comes down to Tim's always had this big catalog of songs, and it's just like we played together forever, and it's finally, let's just get everything recorded. So it's really just a piecing together of everything, and we're pretty proud with how it's sounding.
That's cool. I had a conversation the other day with somebody. We were speculating on maybe because folks are getting so used to being able to do it at home and with really good results that it could be the end of the studios as we know them, you know, in some form or fashion, because everybody's kind of got it sorted.
Really, the studios are hurting too because of that. Yeah. It's but the studios are always great. Like, you know, you don't want to hire horns in your garage. You're gonna mic up drums in your garage, so that works too.
Right. So tell me, you were about to tell me before we started how you're not releasing an album per se. You're kind of trickling out songs, right? So how's that working out?
Yeah, I mean, we go back and forth because we've got great aspirations, and as Bill said, I mean, there's just a ton of material. I think we're both perfectionists, so we keep going back and kind of tweaking the songs over. So I think that's how
absolutely killing us.
Yeah, exactly. So we're almost dead now. So it's taking too long. So I think, so that's where we just started releasing one song at a time. So I mean, I think the expectation is we've got a EP or really an album of songs, but I think we're going to have an EP coming out, and everything is recorded. So it's just that we're going to record it like 10 times all over again. A lot of it's really in the last mile, I'll say, of Bill doing a lot of production and mixing kind of till we're happy. So I think what you got is a couple of the first tracks that are coming out.
Yeah. So the first one was "She Don't Live Here Anymore."
Since she walked out and left me full of pain and misery, I hope she finds what she's looking for. When there's no more left to pay, things won't be the same. She don't live here anymore.
And then you put out "Better Days," and then there's another one waiting to come out a couple days from now, right? So when you're actually recording, especially under these circumstances, what is it like? Are you just throwing stuff together back and forth at each other, or how does the process work?
You know what? We're not really ever together unless we're at Electrical Audio. That's like where we can get there and spend a day there. That's when we're both together recording stuff.
Right.
Otherwise, it's like, oh, hey, I managed to steal an hour and record this solo. Here's a file for you. Oh, great. Yeah, I needed that. Fantastic.
Because you guys sound like a classic rock and roll band.
Yeah, we pretty much are.
And of course, so you're not together and you're not being able to play out. How are you dealing with that? Because it goes against everything that we have kind of thought that's what that was all about.
Well, so we were getting together, so I don't want to make it sound like we're completely virtual. I think it's a little bit of a byproduct of the world we're in right now. But I mean, Bill's coming out to Chicago a lot. That's where the rest of the band is, and we would definitely be getting together and playing out and working through songs. So we had a lot of tracks that were laid down. I just think with this last year, obviously people, it's tougher with Bill being out in California. So I think that's where the virtual thing is really.
We should point out that the rest of the band is within miles of Tim's house too.
So. Okay, all
right. Which, by the way, I see them less than Bill in California. So
that's about right. So between the two of you, how do you sort out who's doing what? How do you work together? How does the collaboration happen?
It's like a marriage, I guess. So I don't know if you could explain how marriage works, then you'd know exactly how.
I've been married twice, if that helps. I'm not now.
So I met Tim when I was 14 years old, which was where are we now? That's 30 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So we know each other well.
Yep.
I mean, really well. We recorded our first cassette as the Limbo Cats in 1992. I remember it was when Predator 2 was coming. Not Predator 2, but what's the Schwarzenegger?
Terminator.
Terminator 2 was coming out, and the engineer had to cut the session short one day because he had tickets to go see Terminator.
He's dedicated. He's right there with you.
That dates us. But yeah, I mean, we've been at it for that long. So usually I'll get a guitar vocal from Tim. I will build a demo of sorts around it, using like MIDI drums and guitars.
Right.
And then I'll build a song, kind of like get approved. It's almost like a corporate approval process. It's silly. But Tim will go, yeah, that's great, or no, that's not great, and usually no.
Right.
And it takes a long time, but then eventually we get it where we want to be. Get the whole band involved. Get tracks from the band. We've even managed to get drum tracks on Better Days. That was Mike just recording and sending it. It kind of worked amazingly well. We're doing what we can, and it sounds weird to say I'm glad we fooled you, but I'm glad we were able to get a live energy sound,
right?
Doing what we can over the last year.
So when do you guys? What is your musical common ground? What are your common touchstones that make it possible for you to work together?
Yeah, that's a really good question, which is hard to answer.
I can tell because there's no answer.
I think we both got. Everybody always says they got a lot of influences. So I mean, I'm probably. I mean, I think we both kind of meet in the middle of classic rock, I guess.
Right.
I probably slant a little bit more towards the country or southern rock, which Bill tries to stamp it out of all the songs, and
that's not necessarily true.
I had to fight to bring it back in. I think he likes a lot of the. I'll say ELO, even though I don't think he.
I like that. I would always think that. Sorry, I'm such a pro here. I would say I always try to bring in like the Def Leppard kind of side.
I didn't know that. I hate that. See,
now
I'm gonna listen for all the Def Leppard, and
I can see that.
And by the way, I do like just in case the guys from Def Leppard are listening, I'm very concerned now. I really like the early stuff. But I guess I'm a little bit more kind of like it organic maybe, and Bill's excellent at putting in a lot of hooks, and which is really great. So honestly, he perfects the song. So I kind of get the guts down, and
it's nice for us to talk like this because we really do. We fight like tooth and nail with these songs, and I mean not like fight like "F you" sort of thing,
right?
But we really argue a lot about these songs, and when we end up compromising, I mean that's kind of the sound that Sour Bruthers. I think that's how it always works for a lot of folks. But yeah.
So, and who else is in the band?
Oh, I don't know these days.
Just depends.
You know what's great is our band lineup. Mike, the drummer, in suburban Chicago. I met him in 8th grade. Okay, so now we're going back to 89, and then who's the other guy? Jim.
Yeah. No, we've known these guys for. I mean, Mike is an incredible drummer, actually. So pretty phenomenal. And yeah, Jim is. Bill and I were in I think you mentioned the Limbo Cats.
Limbo Cats. Jim was the bass player in the Limbo Cats, who was just reunited with us like a year and a half ago. It's just fantastic to be playing with old friends. I mean, he joined the band I think the month before COVID, so it's been
phenomenal. The first year and 3 months.
Yeah, he's great.
It's been great.
Sounds good. And so what kind of, are you guys part of a kind of Chicago scene? I've talked to quite a few bands in Chicago, and there's kind of a experimental side of things, and then there's just kind of your Wilco guys and all that. So how do you fit into it?
So I love Wilco, by the way, although I don't know what scene we're trying to decide if we're want to be in a scene or not. I guess Bill and I were just talking about that. I think we're the first band that is trying to intentionally not become famous. So
yes, we're trying to drive ourselves into the ground. Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah, we play out locally, and hopefully that'll happen again.
You know, it's just right at bars. You know, we don't have a huge following in Chicago because it just started. Well, we started in 2016 or 17. It's just like, hey, we should just do this so we can see each other every once in a while. And just kind of a reuniting nostalgia sort of thing. And then then accidentally started to get kind of good. And now we're actually putting some work into the marketing of it. And it's pretty amazing to get feedback from folks like you.
Okay. And so what are you doing in LA besides when you're not making these records with these guys in Chicago?
I'm a voiceover guy. I do like TV promos and stuff.
Oh, great.
So yeah, like on the Fox network there's a big show here called 911. And I do all like the promos, commercial voice for that. So, you know, Monday on 911, that sort of thing.
Very good. I used to do a bit of that myself. So there you go.
Right.
It's
very cool.
Whatever makes a buck, you know.
Tell me about it.
So the next single or song that's coming out is Cry No More.
25 years and I still can't find a reason. I've been in trouble since the day that I was born. I can't change my tramp ways. I can't seem to find a season. Don't shed a tear down, cry for me no more.
Yeah, so all these songs are a little bit different. I mean, I think the first one is definitely more traditional country, and then Better Days got more of that rock vibe. I would say Cry No More kind of is maybe a little bit Eagle-esque.
Okay.
More that,
really? Oh man.
70s, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Bill, am I wrong? What is?
No, I would agree. This is my favorite. Cry No More is my favorite Sour Brothers song. It's our best recording. It's our best mix we've ever done. It's across the board. It's my favorite, and I hope people respond. I hope you wrote a good song, Tim.
And where did the song come from? What was the inspiration?
Oh boy,
back pain. It's always back pain.
Yeah, good place to start.
That is definitely best way to write was when you're in severe pain.
Right.
So, no, so I'm not really sure, to be, very, very honest. So, I mean, a lot of times, songs just kind of come piecemeal over time. Starts with a melody and then some lyrics. I always kind of feel like when I'm writing something, I'm trying to pretend I'm writing for a movie or a TV show or a sitcom or something like that. So a lot of times I'm, thinking about just coming up with a story that fits, for
right. Yeah.
For something. Yeah.
So when's the last time the band played live in front of real people?
Oh my gosh, it wasn't that August show in like 2019.
Oh jeez.
Was it?
Yeah, there's one of the places that we really like to play is called Brower House, which we played with a few very, very cool bands there. One of them was a band called Driving and Crime, but I think we played there.
I remember them.
Yeah, so that was very cool. We had a great time with that.
But it's been a long time. But next weekend, Tim, did you find out if you're available? Can we practice next weekend?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. I don't know. I don't mean to put you on the spot in here from Ed, but I'd really like to rehearse.
And so what are you rehearsing for? Do you have gigs lined up?
No, we do not right now. I mean, so we were just starting. So kind of with everything that Bill's got here, the real push is to get the EP out. And I think, we're just starting to get things fired back up again now that everybody, places are just starting to open
Right.
back up, kind of eyeing some, summer festivals in the Midwest area. So that's really what we're got going on.
Because some of the states are opening up, aren't they? Like, is it Texas?
Yeah, things are still. Texas is kind of ahead of the game a little bit, but yeah, things within the next couple months should be moving along here. And the summer festival thing has kind of been our wheelhouse.
Right.
We've been wanting to play mostly anyway, so hopefully we can jump into that.
Yep. Sounds good. And have you been getting much feedback from fans as you're drip feeding them these new songs?
You know what? There's a radio station I love here in LA that is going to be playing "Cry No More." It's a public radio station, 88.5 in LA. It's my favorite station, which I'm just thrilled about that. So that and I don't know. There's just a lot of Tim does a lot of the marketing stuff. Just a lot of social networking stuff, and just watching the numbers climb on Spotify is just
there you go.
It's mind-boggling and fun to watch. It's just cool. I don't know 20,000 people. It's amazing.
That's pretty cool. Now, if you could just get paid from doing it.
Some of these songs seem to be catching on a little bit. I mean, we appreciate you, hearing the music and reaching out. So we've had a few of that. I think we're up on something called Hook Blast, which is kind of reviews a lot of the cool music that's coming out. And then this song "Cry No More," I know we just kind of got posted for like winning one of those top new song type competition type thing. So we've got a little bit of buzz going on with some of these songs coming out.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, really great to talk to you, man. And thanks again for reaching out. I mean, it's really cool that we found you.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Have a great day.
Yeah,
hey, bye.